Hi, my name is Dr. Clay Cook, and I'm the Chief Development Officer for Character Strong. This brief presentation is on the reasons why and how to use ESSER Funds. ESSER Funds is intended and designed to help with recovery from the pandemic by engaging in both short-term and long-term planning to build capacity within schools to meet students' social, emotional, and academic needs in order for them to bounce back from everything that's happened. I'm going to talk about kind of three reasons why and how ESSER funds can be used. The first reason here is youth mental health is in a state of crisis. In October, there was a joint report issued by the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, and the Children's Hospital Association. And in this report, they brought to bear that youth mental health is in a state of crisis. We've seen increases in suicidal ideation and attempts. We've seen nearly a doubling in anxiety and depressive disorders and increases in youth violence. This was confirmed by a rare U.S. Surgeon General's report on promoting and protecting youth mental health, where again, it was stated that youth mental health is in a state of crisis. Now, schools are the main access point where kids receive mental health services. It's been called the de facto mental health setting because that's the primary place where kids tap into and can access needed mental health services. So I want to just touch on how Character Strong can help through the use of ESSER funds. First, we have Tier 1 curriculum at the elementary, middle school, and high school levels. This is high quality, effective curriculum that builds a solid foundation of preventative supports that aim to cultivate certain competencies among students that are protective of mental health factors. And the main outcomes targeted by this curriculum are well-being, belonging, engagement, and the acquisition of use of social emotional competencies. Also at Character Strong, we have customized implementation supports where we're a group of consultants who come and work in partnership with schools to design and successfully implement and integrate a continuum of mental health services in order for more kids to access the quality care they need to be healthy and plug into their school experiences. The second reason here is that many school systems are struggling with the implementation of multi-tiered systems of support. We look at MTSS as an access model. It's fundamentally equity-based, needs-driven, and it's really about organizing and designing a continuum of social, emotional, and academic supports so all kids can access the experiences and support they need to be well, engage fully in their learning experiences, and continue to develop and grow academic competencies. Now, how can we help at Character Strong? Again, we have customized implementation supports where we have a ton of background expertise in working in partnership with schools to design and implement an integrated multi-tiered system of support that combines social, emotional, and behavioral supports with academics. And what you see here is just our implementation roadmap that really follows a strategic implementation process so schools can actually achieve successful implementation in the spirit of promoting better outcomes for students. The final reason I'm going to touch on is the need to support adult SEL. When we look at how the adults are doing, they're not doing too well. 91% of teachers report they're experiencing stress. Over half of educators are contemplating leaving the profession. Less than a third of teachers report feeling, engaged in their job. Yet, when educators are asked, only 2% indicate there's nothing their leaders can do. And there's a lot of hope and optimism in that finding. So we believe that centering the work around promoting the well-being, engagement, and professional effectiveness of adults is essential to help with recovery. And we need a plan in the short term to address immediate needs among staff and also plan for longer-term sustainability around this work. What do we offer to help at Character Strong? We have an adult SEL podcast that really focuses specifically on the health and well-being and functioning of the adults as they are the engine that drives student experience. We have an on-demand PD course on adult SEL where you can learn different organizational strategies that promote and cultivate adult well-being, engagement, and resilience. And last, as part of the customized implementation supports at Character Strong, we work in partnership with school systems to really design their adult SEL approach and implement a sustainable plan so the adults in their system access the supports and experiences they need to be well and resilient in the face of everything going on. So there you have it. This covered different reasons how ESSER funds can be used, both to address short-term needs as well as plan for the long term.